as we dive in, let me just give you a little mini backdrop of me. Not my whole life, but for my business life. And why I feel like, why I know I'm qualified to speak on this topic. Let me share with y'all why I'm qualified to speak on this topic. Me and my wife have been in the financial services industry for over a decade. I started my financial services business, I was 27. I believe 27, making 28. When I started my financial business, I put up my own money. Thank God it wasn't a lot. It was the price of a pair of tennis shoes. The price of a pair of tennis shoes is what I paid to start my financial business. A price of a pair of tennis shoes. At the time I started my financial business, I was also working at Domino's Pizza. I was working at Domino's Pizza as a delivery driver, not part-time. No. I was working full-time as a delivery driver at Domino's Pizza. At the time, I started my financial services business for the price of a pair of tennis shoes. Really less than that, but now I am a former athlete. Got very close to making it to the NBA, played in the NBA developmental league for a little while. They call it the G League today. Got close, didn't make it. Not going back down that road, that story, but I am a competitor. I am a winner. I am a champion. You get what I'm saying? I have a history of success in my life. Academically, I was a scholar athlete. Academically. Got close to my boyhood dream of going to NBA, played a little bitty pro ball, didn't make it big, no problem. At the time I started my financial business though, I was in what I would call one of the lowest parts of my life, right? And real, not low like drinking alcohol, like no shit like that. I ain't going to that. I'm talking about low like status-wise. That's what I mean, low point, right? Like I was at a point in my life where my status, I'm status driven, right? My swag was going down, right? Because I went from being a starting point guard on a conference championship team, leading scorer, face on the cover of magazines, stuff like that. And the very next year of me not making it, I was delivering pieces, right? I was literally delivering pieces. And at this time, this is when I got introduced to the financial services industry. And be honest with you, I didn't really need to know that much to get going. But because I'm not one of those people, I'm not 50 Cent, right? I like 50. I love his music, but I'm not 50 Cent. I'm not the dude that got 21 questions from a business idea. You get it? All I need to know if something was legal, if it's legal, because I'm not doing nothing illegal for nobody, for no reason, for no amount of money. But I need to know it was legal and if there's a plan to become successful, right? If you give me that, like I've always been a person that was like, listen, and I guess that's my sports background that I could credit that to. I could also credit it to the way my parents raised me, my mom and dad raised me. I'm not afraid of challenges, right? I actually enjoy challenges. I've always thought in business, there's two types of people in every business, right? There's people that succeed, there's people that fail, right? When I started a business, no matter what it was, I've never associated myself with the losers, never have, never will. So I never cared, right? And I want y'all to get this, right? I never associated myself on my journey with somebody who didn't do it. Because if I said I was going to do it, I only wanted to be in the class. I only wanted to be in the class. I only wanted to be in the circle with the people who were doing it, right? I only wanted to be associated with the people who were doing it big. I only wanted to be associated with the people who were considered winners, right? So even though I had no knowledge of the financial industry, had no backing in it, I'm an athlete, right? I get introduced to the business and I'm like, as long as somebody gonna show me how to do it, like I'm in. Some of y'all trip me out, man, with this emotional and mental weakness of, and it all starts how you see yourself spiritually. The word says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And one of the struggles with building a successful business for the average person is not the business. It's not the business. It's your self-perception. It's your self-perception. That's more of a problem to a business succeeding or failing than an actual business structure and strategy and product and service. No, it's your self-perception. So I'm saying this to say I've never had a low self-perception of myself, and I've never been afraid of challenges because I've always felt that God blessed me with a beautiful brain. Like, you get what I'm saying? That no matter what was presented to me, I've always looked at a situation where like I'm smart enough to learn it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm smart enough to learn this, right? I'm not afraid of hard work. Right? And I can make adjustments. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, even if I didn't get it one time, I'll do it again. Like, I'm not afraid of hard work. I feel like I'm super smart. Like, that's what I say. I feel like I'm talented. God blessed me with talent, right? I don't think when God made me, he got me out the trash can of heaven. No, I think God got me out the what you call it? The China case, right? You know, the delicate case of heaven, or whatever case may be, and making people, whatever. So I feel I'm talented, right? Well, I know I'm talented. I'm not afraid of hard work. Never have been, even through my athletic journey. And I feel like if somebody's going to teach it, I have the ability to learn. So with those three attributes, right? I'm talented because of what God put in me. I ain't never been afraid of no hard work. Somebody tell me, man, what I got to do to win. Somebody say hard work. Y'all, a lot of y'all be ready to go somewhere. Oh, it's too hard. Well, you ain't never going to be successful. That's weak. That shit is weak. That's some weak shit, man. I ain't never been afraid of no hard work. Never. Right? So this is what I knew coming to the table, even though I had no knowledge of the financial industry. I'm talented because of what God put in me. I've never been afraid of hard work because of what was instilled in me from my parents, right? And coaches that I've had over the years. And just me and my own experiences and my own track record of my life. I'm not stupid, right? You get what I'm saying? What do you mean not stupid? I have the ability to learn anything. So if I'm talented and I'm not afraid of hard work and I have the ability to learn anything, I ain't scared of failing that shit. Do you understand that? Failing, the whole concept and the idea of failing don't even exist in my world. That shit don't even exist in the beast. What are you talking about? As long as I have the ability to learn, as long as I have the ability to adjust, as long as I got the power to keep playing with my God-given talent and my freaking desire to work, or my work ethic, fool, I ain't worried about no damn failure. That's what I'm saying to say. When I started the business, I only looked at the people who were killing it or making a bunch of money or who were succeeding at a level that I dreamt of succeeding. That's all I care about. Don't tell me the story of the loser, man. I don't give a shit about the story of the loser. Like, why? That's another thing I don't understand about a lot of y'all. Why do you should write that down. Why do you care about the story of the loser? Man, say, bro, y'all just got to feel me on this, bro. I don't give a fudge. I don't give a fudge about the story of the loser, bro. You get what I'm saying? I don't give a fudge about the story of the person that don't do it. I don't give a fudge about that person because I don't associate my possibilities of winning with the realities of that loser. Do you understand? That loser. Right? Do y'all losing is not a cloud. Losing ain't an atmosphere. Losing is that's a case by case situation. Do you understand? Losing is not an epidemic. Losing is a case by case situation. You should write that down. Losing is not an epidemic. Losing ain't the freaking coronavirus. Everybody hit. You know, losing is a case by case situation. And what I'm telling you is, because of the God-given talent I know I got, some of y'all got it too. A lot of y'all got it too, because God don't make trash. Because of the work ethic I know I got, based on what was instilled in me from my parents and coaches I've had over the years from the time I was born. And because of my ability to learn anything, I will never and have never associated or connected my possibility of winning with the actual reality of that loser, whoever that loser is, because losing is a case-by-case situation. Coach, what are you saying? I'm telling you about me because why I feel like I'm qualified to talk on this. And why we got to have it now. But it's deeper than you think. Me and my wife have been in business for over 10 years. We built a multi-million dollar financial services business. Over that period of time, I started with my own money. I did not ask anybody for money when I started it. Thank God, because it didn't require it. I did ask. I never forget when I started my business, I had $300 in my account. Keep in mind, team, I was working at Domino's Pizza, so obviously, I wasn't balling out of control. Y'all feel me? I wasn't balling out of control, right? I didn't have a savings, right? I didn't have a savings. Okay, I'm living run to run. I ain't even living day by day as a Domino's delivery pizza driver. I'm living run to run. You feel me? I hope I take this run. Hopefully I get a big tip, right? And a big tip was $5 or more. Boy, I never forget, man, if I go deliver a pizza, boy, if somebody was generous enough to give me $5, hey team, I thought I was on. You heard me? I thought I was on. Right? Let somebody give me $5. Shit, I'm on. I'm rolling, man. Let me get a couple more of them. I had a great day. So I'm saying it to say, so I'm like, I had $300 in my account. It cost me $100 to get going. Man, listen, I was like, listen, if I'm gonna spend this on tennis shoes anyway. I am a shoe connoisseur. You feel me? I love shoes. I wouldn't call myself a sneakerhead, but I love shoes, right? Shoes. I like shoes. So I was to spend $100, right? On a pair of shoes, on a shirt, on an outfit was nothing. Still, that's nothing, right? So for somebody to present me with a business opportunity and I only got to put up $100, that was like no brainer, right? Because I'm going to spend the money anyway on a lot of shit that I'm probably going to wear one time. And after that one time I wear it for whatever functional event, the newness wears off and I'm looking to get the next new thing. That's just how it is. So I put up $100, whatever I'm in. 10 years later, we built one of the most attractive, influential business organizations of all time, Beast Nation. We put a ton of people in business to have their own personal success in business. Created a lot of belief for people, especially in our local area, that you actually could build a successful people. You could actually build a successful business with a bunch of people that's young, look like you, come from where you come from. Before us, ain't nobody was doing that shit like that, and I bet you nobody nobody had a bunch of young people at that fired up, that excited about being entrepreneurs that young that look like us than Beast Nation. Nobody had, especially in our era. We had it, and I'm saying that to say, at the beginning of this journey. The reason why I feel like I'm qualified to talk about it because I've been on both sides. You feel me? I've been at the beginning of this journey, I was on the side of the marketer. You do realize that, right? There's nobody spotted me, people. Nobody spotted me. No. I was on the side of the marketer. So I understand clearly. I understand clearly the feeling of disappointment. I understand the feeling of being let down when you feel like you found something. When you feel like you found something that not only could get you to a better situation, especially financially, but it also has the power to help the people that you care about. I know firsthand what it feels like to share that opportunity with people that you're close to, family, friends, and then they not immediately see it. They just immediately don't see it. They don't get it. They just don't get it. I understand how that feels. I was there. I'm also somebody who, in spite of that feeling, built a high six-figure income business that's worth over $1 million with practically 99% strangers. With 99% strangers. What do you mean, 99% strangers? Me and my wife's business was built with people that are not in our family, 99%. With people that I didn't grow up with or play sports with, went to school with. These were people that we met through all kinds of avenues, right? Social media, out and about, like just strangers, right? I had one of my favorite teammates of all time was somebody I met in the line of a Subway. You feel me? Right? It was on I met a lady in the line of a Subway. One of my favorite recruits I had all the time. Got licensed, and all that good stuff. Was with us for a while, whatever. But I'm saying, for that season, we built businesses with strangers. We didn't go to school with them, didn't grow up with them, and we built the highest six-figure income business with strangers. So I understand what it's like to start a business, be excited about it, not get the initial response and quote unquote support. But I'm gonna deal with support. And I also know what it's like to still win in spite of that shit. I also know what it's like to be when you have something, or when people feel like have something. I know what it's like to be presented with something, the target, right? Like to be the target. I know what it's like to be the target. It's such a sensitive subject. You get what I'm saying? It's a sensitive subject. It's a touchy subject. But at the same time, it's a topic that has to be had, because in this new era, in this new era of making money, a lot of people gonna deal with this monster if they haven't dealt with it already, or if they're not dealing with it already. Does that make sense? They're gonna deal with it. What are they gonna deal with, Kobe? What everybody got to overcome, or 99% of people got to overcome. If you gonna win the business, you gotta know how to overcome the whole business support from the people that's in your circle of friends, in your circle of family, and how to win with it. But I'm going to deal with it behind the scenes. Now, I said all that to say about me because I want you to know I've been there. You feel me? If you somebody on here who has struggled with that, is struggling with that, team, I want you to know above all else, guess what? I've been there. You heard me? I've been there. I've been there. I've beat there to win here. You get it? I've been there. I've beat there because to win here. Do you get what I'm saying? So I know how to help people win in spite of that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Right? But I just want you to know, because a lot of people get so stuck and they be like, why is that? I don't understand. Well, I understand clearly what the flip is going on. And a lot of the stuff we're going to talk about in this business support series, team, the target, listen, I'm going to tell you some shit, some real shit. The target will never admit the shit I'm going to say. They won't ever admit it. So your best bet is to get it from me and understand it from me, because I promise you they won't tell it to you. The shit I'm going to tell you, what's really going to, they will not tell you this shit to your face. But I promise you, and there's no, if you put their ass on the lie detector test, I promise you, it should have come out. But they won't tell this shit to you to your face. But I'm going to tell you what's going on so that you have a better understanding of how to maneuver if you've ever faced with the whole business support situation. Because I'm just motivated and excited to build and develop the next generation of beasts that win big in business, specifically the financial services business, because they've mastered how to maneuver. They've mastered how to overcome the business building hurdle of support.